I got these pucks on Amazon, and they just barely fit in the slot, but it's protecting the car. And then I had to jack it up that much just to get these under it. So now these look like good jack points right here. So I got to take the wheel off because I got to get under this wheel well, because I want to put a wire from the trunk to the battery. Okay, so this 2014 Mustang wheel and tire, 58.4 pounds. Alright, so there's two here. These. Just pop it out and pull it out. There's one there. There's one there. And there's two here. These two are the Phillips ones. And then this, it's probably about the easiest one I've ever seen, although it's not perfect. Look at that, how easy that was compared to the Fox body. Okay, now I just got to figure out how I'm going to get the wire through here, and then this is where the battery goes, and I'm gonna put some connectors through here, right here somewhere. So got to figure out the best place to poke through this. Okay, that didn't take long. Right here is a tit, right? And if you poke your finger back through here, you can reach in there through this little slot, and you can feel that. So I'm just going to cut that little tip off and shove my wire through there. It should stretch. That's pretty cool. It'll be kind of airtight or watertight or whatever. Took a little bit of finger strength to push that through there, and I just cut an X in it, snipped an X in it with wire snippers. Now I just gotta pull it up to about here, and then it's about here anyway, then somewhere. I might just I won't even have to drill nothing if I just put my stud through there. I think that'll, oh no, it's got to be a 1-inch hole or something, 1.25 inches or some shit. It's gonna be a big hole. All right, well, so much for that. Well, I'm still gonna do it. I don't know what's underneath there. We'll see. Looks like there's no other holes. This is the battery. Take the negative off. There was insulation here before. I took it off and put it over there a long time ago. So disconnect it here and disconnect it here and pull this out, and then get the tray out. Alright, got the battery out and the case out, and there was a little plastic pin, or whatever those are called, holder, that held this in, and it's easy to figure out. Anyway, this cable doesn't want to come down exactly where I want it, so I'm gonna have to disconnect it right here and try to fish these wires a different way around this AC line. I'm gonna clean that up a little. I had to disconnect this ground from right here. That way this ground wire here can go underneath the AC line, and then I'm gonna connect it back. And I pulled this positive out from the red sleeve here, and it's gonna go, all this is gonna go underneath this AC line. That's gonna make it a whole lot easier to charge the AC, that's for sure. Before I drill that hole, I got it marked and I was just about to drill it, and I opened this so I could use the cap for a size reference, and Look how big that is. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out how I'm gonna make that small enough to work. The whole idea behind this is to not have to mess up the wiring. So I need these to be as small as a regular battery post. Hopefully I have the stuff I need to do it. Alright, this is 2045, 20.45. And it needs to be 1929. Hopefully this piece will be sharp enough to cut it. Oh, that's not straight. I better fix that. Alright, after a 500,000 times of putting these chucks in and out, I finally got them in straight. Now I'm going to try to cut it. Bunch of that, and hopefully I'll get it down to the size I need. Alright, there it is. There it is. Take a screwdriver and hammer that, let that really dig in. Lucky me, there's a nut welded here and here if I wanted to use it for something, but I'm gonna use this, and it screws in because there's pain. It screws in a little bit hard, but I'm gonna use that for a ground cable, and I'm gonna ground the battery right here. See, there's a nut there. Maybe I'll show you later what it looks like on the other side, but it's nice and tough. I'll ground the battery cable there, and then that's how I got the cables there. It's the ground, that's the positive, and under here it's running through there to the positive, and I'm going to take this ground, and I'm probably gonna go to this bolt right here, which is part of the motor mount framework or something, but it's a nice big bolt and probably holds the ground pretty good. And if that's not good, then I'll try something else, but I think that's going to work. Alright, so I took this 4-aught wire and grounded it here because I didn't think there'd be a better place, and hopefully, well, the whole body will be carrying the current, so I don't have to worry about the gauge being that big. The whole body's the gauge, and this is short. So it's going to here, and that's going to go and ground to the body, okay? And so then the one in the back will ground it to the battery, and the positive's here. So this should work, and I'll be able to put my battery back if I want to, and I won't have done too much damage that can't be covered up with stock stuff. Yeah, call me lazy, say I half-ass it, but I just ran that underneath there, and the only time you can see it is right here, and then it goes just like the other one. It tucks under there real nice and easy and comes out there and goes up into the trunk. This car is like the easiest car I've ever had to transfer wires to the trunk. And there it is. Comes right out there. all I got to do is get the battery hooked up, and I'm still waiting on the battery holder. Battery, 33 pounds even. Alright, so this wheel, measuring by that edge, is 11. That's a rear wheel. This wheel over here $10. That's good to know. These are 255.40, and the rear is 275.40. I got 11-inch wheels. What's the limiting factor to putting 315s on this car? Well, 315s might stick out a half an inch further than the wheel. Maybe a little more. I could turn that bolt around if I needed to. Seems to be room on the sway bar. It looks like there's an inch or so on the shock. So then the only question is up here. Seems to be plenty of room there. I don't know. I know why no one's putting 315s, because they don't make them in R19, or they're very expensive if they do. I think. Oh, there's a small clearing there up at the top there. Well, the battery area looks a lot cleaner from this view. Gonna be able to do the AC good. Not that I might never have to do that again, but here it is. Battery relocation nearly complete. I just got it, and before 8 p.m. tonight, it's supposed to arrive. And all I have to do is use those little nuts, those inserts, and mount the battery. Okay, the battery mount came in. It didn't come with a bottom like in the picture. There's already a hole there. I just had to pull a plug and then drill a hole there. And this is mounted right down. So now I can drive this to work in the morning, and maybe next time I'll get to the nitrous.